So the Cowboys extend their win streak to 5 after getting revenge against the Philadelphia Eagles 33-13. And you know what? This game was poetic justice. The most frustrating thing about last time was, how did the Eagles fumble it 3 times and get it back 3 times? It's unbelievable. And 2 of those recoveries led to touchdowns. The Cowboys get 1 of those fumbles, it's a totally different outcome in this game. And what do you know? The Eagles fumbled again 3 times, but this time not so lucky. And it goes to show what would have happened last game if the ball just bounced the Cowboys' way. It just writes itself. Now, also like last game, the Eagles offense did move the ball, but the difference this time was the defense made them earn every yard, keeping everything in front and only allowing a handful of 10-plus yard plays. So refreshing seeing the defense out-physical teams again and create multiple turnovers. Like I said in previous videos, when they played winning record teams, the offense showed up 2 out of the 3 times while the defense got smacked all 3 times. That left me concerned mainly about the secondary, giving Jalen easy throws to open receivers. But credit to them. What a bounce back game and what a time for it. Because the offense simmered down in the second half and needed to rely on the defense. And they showed up, not even allowing a single touchdown. Credit to everyone a part of the defense, but especially Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, if you look at the stat sheet, AJ got 94 yards. But if you really watched the game, then you saw how dominant Stephon was against AJ. By far, one of his best games as a Cowboy. Just game-changing. The 2 plays that jump right to my mind is the strip fumble in the 4th down stop. 2 game-changing plays. And him and Bland's success this year just makes me wonder what the defense would look like if Trayvon never got hurt. Anyways, I cannot stress enough how the defense was the brightest and most promising part of this game. They just didn't show up on the last 2 drives like the last Eagles game and the Hawks game. They played a complete game full of intensity. You could tell by just watching the D-line and the O-line that the Cowboys wanted it more. And what a game by the O-line, especially in the run game. Like Gilmore, this is one of the best they've looked all year. However, even with that, the offense did stall out a couple times due to flags. They weren't as persistent as last game and previous games, but they still crept up, killing drives. Every week, there seems to be a drive where they get a 15-plus yard run, but then have it called back by a holding penalty, putting them out of sync and killing the drive. That, to me, is the main tune-up the offense needs. Because other than the penalties, they played very well and had an incredible start, scoring on the first drive. Dak, he made some big-time throws in this game. One of the most impressive ones was the one where he dropped it in the bucket to Michael. An honorable mention is the one to Jake with a guy in his face. Picking up a crucial 3rd down after the fumble in the previous drive and giving Jake an opportunity just to show his yak ability. There were many more throughout this game, and he could have had a bigger game if CD catches that deep ball or if Brandon catches his deep ball or gets a DPI. Either way, this win and those type of throws are why Dak is in the lead for the MVP race right now. So happy for him. And if the Cowboys can win out and he, along with the offense, can keep up this level of production, he's going to win it. And that will be the first Cowboys MVP since 1993 when Emmitt Smith won it. In other words, it's been longer than the Cowboys Super Bowl and NFC Championship drought. But no matter what, an MVP needs great play around him. And that was showcased on all 3 phases in this game. Brandon Aubrey has one of the smoothest kicks in the NFL, and it just reminds me of Rory McIlroy's golf swing, where it looks so effortless, but has so much power. It's not just like he was kicking no pressure kicks. Those were some pressure kicks, especially the first one. a 60-yarder. If he misses that one, the Eagles get the ball back in favorable position, only down 7. Mike had a tough decision that looked pretty easy for him to make, showcasing the level of trust he has in Aubrey. And speaking of Mike McCarthy, what a game. And firstly, he deserves so much credit for getting the Cowboys to 10 wins again, something that the Cowboys haven't done since 1991 and 93. Like the stat shows, me along with many other fans have never seen this level of consistency from the Cowboys year to year, ever. And Mike deserves just as much credit as much crap as he gets when they lose, especially after this game. Getting his appendix removed, missing many days in the week, and still having a system in place to get the team ready and himself to get prepared to call the game. It's impressive. And when you look at a coach's main job and a play caller's main job, it is to get the most out of your players. And that is exactly what he's doing right now, especially with Dak. And he deserves credit for how well Dak is playing right now. No matter what, though, they got to keep it up. Just like when they lost last time, it's just one game. And as it stands right now, the Eagles need to lose one more game for the Cowboys even to have a shot at the division. And the next test is at Buffalo in a hostile environment against a very dangerous team. What a challenge and what a matchup. The Bills are actually favored coming off a big win. They were struggling in the beginning of the year and hit a valley, but they seem to be on the other side of that and look very dangerous. Like Mike has said many times, it's not who you play, it's when you play them. Bills are in survival mode right now, kind of like the Seahawks were when the Cowboys played them. And I'm excited for this game because iron sharpens iron. And if they can find a way to win this game, it's just going to boost their confidence and be a great win in the month of December, preparing for the playoffs. The defense is going to have to show up again and find some way, somehow, to limit Josh Allen. Find some way to get those turnovers out of him. Offensively, they just got to play like they've been playing. Get the run game going and don't start going backwards. Limit the penalties. If they do that, they have a great shot at getting to 11 wins and maybe taking the outright lead of the division. Only time will tell, and hopefully this is nowhere near the end to a great historic run. Thank you for watching and have a great week. Peace.